Hi guys, I know it's been a while since I did a video, so we're gonna start out just really slow. I'm gonna take this like step by step. I've just been doing a lot of integrating and it's just been a lot of hermiting. So I am gonna start with elements. We're gonna start with the fire element, and I'm just gonna do an overall reading for the fire energy. Just been doing a lot of learning and doing more research and more reading and more rabbit holing and just doing my thing, you guys. So thank you for your understanding. I appreciate it. I appreciate it if you're still subscribed to my channel, if you still tune in and you still watch your videos. I've got a few new decks. I haven't really worked with a lot of decks, not even for myself. I've just been doing it's all been just energetic. It's really not even been using a lot of tools or anything, just my brain and my heart and just my curiosity and all that, all the things that we use to seek more knowledge and understanding about the universe we live in and ourselves and our part in it. So saying that, I want to thank you guys for everything. And I just feel like doing at least the elements. I felt like seeing what kind of energies, how they all come together now that I've taken a little time, and I needed it. So I got a few got a few new decks. I got the Portals of Presence, and this one is by Deborah Koff Chapman. She does the Souls 1 and the Souls 2 deck. I really love these cards because they absolutely don't have any meanings. It's just what you see is what you get. And we're going to just pull one of these as kind of a center point, something to focus on, and I'm going to see what kind of emotions and what kind of energies I pick up from the face on the card. These are all faces. And I was looking into her art too, and it's a unique kind of art, and she kind of discovered it like I think she was at a printing press or something, or in an office or something. I'd have to go back and read it again, but it's called touch art or touch painting. We're gonna go here, and this other one kind of wants to show itself, so we're gonna go ahead and look at it. Ooh, we got right away on the bottom, I am feeling like a very focused, almost even discerning or skeptical energy coming from that bottom card. Let's look here. Oh, wow. Ooh, and this is interesting because we are doing fire right now, and this face looks exceptionally kind of fiery. Kind of see the fire around this face. There's a satisfaction too here that's very obvious, and it could have something to do with the throat. Maybe speaking something or having said something or being very satisfied about the way you've spoken about something or the way you're wording something. This could be in writing, this could be in expression, any kind of expression, you guys. But I am getting that fire. And once again, we got these same kind of, this kind of skeptical, focused energy coming off of this face. It's very focused, and it's almost, I don't want to say accusing, but it could be. You could have been right about something, or you could be, and apply this if it fits, don't if it don't. But I feel like there could be something here where it's like you were right about something, or you were focused on something and you saw something kind of for what it really was, and you've used your discernment and your focus to kind of, and it's kind of making you feel good in a way that's where it's like, I knew it. Like, I knew it. Like, maybe you spoke something or said something that was true. And whether this was about yourself or some situation you were dealing with, I'm feeling this really like focused determination. There's a determined, almost like seeing through something or seeing something for what it really is, whether this is you, a situation you're dealing with, something like that. But then there's this like sense of satisfaction. And this was the first card that came out, you guys. The other two were just kind of, but it's kind of crazy because they're both kind of the same energy. This really focused, determined, discerning, like I see you, like that kind of energy. And this is like a haha, look at, like, and I've spoke it, like there's this throat chakra energy going on in this card. So let's go ahead and continue and see what else you get. I'm going to try to keep these short, you guys. I don't know how long these are going to be, but I don't know if you guys can see. I've kind of changed around my desk just a little. I'm going to put, you won't be able to see all those cards. right here. I'm going to put a few soul cards. This is the soul cards 1 and 2 deck that I have combined. And one deck was older than the other deck, so they don't shuffle together like I really wish they would, but that's what happens when you integrate the old with the new. Sometimes it doesn't fit together perfectly, but yet it's like kind of the same. They're the same size cards. Same creator is Deborah Koff Chapin, and we're just going to get 3 of these to give us a little more on this. Oh, there's one. Oh, there could even be some, I'm feeling like a, this is the card, you guys. That's weird. Some loss, some regret I'm getting from that card. Maybe some sorrow. I'm getting a little sadness from that card. There could be somebody who is sad. If it isn't you who's satisfied or happy, but there is something, you know, you can be happy and upset about something at the same time. You know, you could be right about something that you didn't want to be right about. But I'm also feeling like a deep loss. And it almost seems like it's because there's like 2 parts of this creature. And one part is of one nature and one part is of another nature or another belief. Or, you know, it's 2 very different things that are together that feels, as I was talking about integration, and sometimes the old with the new doesn't match up like the way you want it to. It's kind of what I'm feeling like. It's like, it almost feels like not feeling like whole, or not feeling like all on the same page with the self. But yet there is some kind of feeling here of being right about something, or speaking about something, or voicing your opinion, or kind of some kind of honest expression here that I feel like maybe you didn't want to, and maybe you have though, or are thinking about, or are, and it's in a way it is satisfying. I feel like it's bittersweet, fire signs, or whoever this resonates with. I feel like there's still a feeling of sadness or loss here. And there's like, here, there is like a, and this is kind of like heart, but I'm also feeling this also in the throat chakra. And kind of, it's like something's on your mind here, fire signs, that you want to talk about or you want to express. It could be some kind of regret, some kind of remorse that you yourself have, and the skeptical or the discerning energy I was getting from these other 2 images are like yourself, looking at yourself, saying, are you going to do it? Like, are you, this is the right thing to do? Like something like that. I'm feeling that with the head, the crown chakra here, and the throat chakra, like there's something that you spoke about, or, and it'd bring some kind of peace. But it's bittersweet. This feels kind of bittersweet. Let's see what's here. Okay. I always feel this card as protection. And there could even be a feeling here of it's interesting. There's some kind of we're gonna get more on this, fire signs, but there's there is some kind of sadness or some kind of remorse or some kind of loss here that maybe you're trying to come to peace with, or you understand needs to be talked about, or I feel like right now you could be getting a burst of energy to move forward with this, and that you're protected. But there's part of you're looking for guidance. Like there's this part of you that's looking for the okay, or the to speak this, what's on your mind, to speak what's on your mind, to speak what you're being what you've been focusing on, or what you This is very like warrior-like energy. It's kind of giving me like, I can hear like I'm right. Now, whether this is ego or whether this is just the truth, and it's a truth that you don't want to speak because it contradicts part of like what you want or your goal or your intention. I feel like there's only kind of one way of, and it's like there is a feeling here of just satisfaction in being, and I feel like it is, and really speaking about something or talking to somebody about something or expressing some kind of, it could be expressing some kind of remorse. And I feel like this is always protection and also encouragement from your guides, your angels, your highest self saying, I got you. No matter what you have to say, I am protecting you. I got you covered. I'm like, there's a feeling like, do I do this? But yet being very focused on it and just kind of waiting till the time is right too. I am getting that from that card also. So if you've already done this, then you know. If not, and you're thinking about it, there's definitely some kind of passionate feeling about speaking about something or expressing some kind of truth that you've been focused on. But there's a discernment here too, because I feel like either this could be something like, this could be regret you need to express, but it will make you happier and it will light you. Like there's a feeling of something happy coming from this expression, that kind of energy. Oh, that's too many, guys. So let's get a couple of these on this side here. And if you guys know how I do this, this is going to be kind of energy leaving. This is going to be energy coming in, or that you're currently dealing with. And you could be on either end of this, you guys. It just depends on where you're at and if this resonates. If it don't make it fit. Hope. That's like sun energy. Financial and material changes. You could have an idea, but maybe you have to leave something in order to, this could be about leaving an old job and starting a new job, or maybe saying something. And then we got the sacral chakra too. Excuse me. I was getting that passion, that creativity, something in this fire energy is throughout your guys' reading. This is the 5 of fire. This is the sun, which is fire. The sacral chakra, which is a very fiery chakra. It's the creative, passionate chakra. And it's also about your the way you feel about yourself too, your self-worth. So there could be some kind of and then rejoice in celebration. This is like 3 of Cups energy, you guys. You could be really needing to speak about something, or you have a creative way you're going to express some kind of feelings or some kind of regrets, to heal something. This could be at work. This could be but this could affect your financial and material somehow, some way. Maybe there's it could even cost money to do this, or if you need to travel to do this or whatever. But this is like, it's kind of worth it. It feels like whatever it is worth it to bring reconciliation or closure or some kind of peace to a situation. This could be a group situation, a family situation, a relationship. But it's like a bittersweet, I'm getting like, but also like there is this like, this is the right thing to do. Like the right expression or the right thing to say or something like that. Obstacles and challenges. And I feel like the obstacle or challenge could be your own remorse, or it could be guilt. It could be regret. It could be standing in your way here, fire signs, and also maybe your ego. I do feel like that could be, because this does feel like it's about getting together or reconnecting with something. But it could, you could need to realize that it's going to take, I am feeling like you need to invest in something. There could be money or loss of money, or, you could just need to fill your tank with gas, and that's expensive, something like that. But there's this like, or you have, and it's like you've already put like some effort into this, and now it's like, hey, and you're wondering maybe, how's this going to affect my situation? And I feel like it's going to affect you well because it's brought up your self-confidence. If you've recently had to express something that was the truth or hard truth, I feel like it's bringing you better self-confidence, and now you are really taking on like um, this. It's a strength I'm feeling, a spiritual strength I'm feeling. And it is making you feel satisfied, but you could have taken kind of a hit through this. Like it could make you feel like it could have made you feel like, but just like you still have this like almost like you're shining more because of it. That's a weird message, but that's what I'm kind of getting. Let's see what this. Now I got this deck, and it's the Soulless Healing Oracle. And to be honest, the book, there's I love the images. And I may read just the small part of the book, the little affirmation or the little thing that goes with it, but a lot of it, I feel like this is definitely a healing oracle, especially for people who have been through abuse, trauma, that kind of stuff, or are in it currently. This is a very good one for you. And this is a gal like sitting on the windowsill fishing. It's interesting. Huh. Okay. It's kind of strange because yeah, you could there this feeling of being right or something about something maybe you've been fishing for or looking for, some kind of confirmation or some kind of right. It could be even a right fight you've been in or something. Not that everything has to be a fight, you guys, but it does feel like there's just maybe a releasing of that feeling and kind of a patient. Let's read this. This is a very new deck. Bait and hook. I'm falling without a net. Throw me back if you don't want this catch. I'm just learning to swim into the deep end of you. Yeah, it's that, that could be this discernment. You've been looking at a relationship or a dynamic and you're seeing it. You're seeing it in a deeper level. And now there's this feeling of needing to speak like what you've seen or what you've experienced, or maybe even your own downfalls or somebody else's or all of it, and say, you know what, this is what it is. This is how it's went. There's a lot of regret and a lot of pain here, but this is the right thing to do. And if you want me, keep me. And if not, release me. That's what I'm getting. Like a catch or release. You have the choice to catch or release. And so does, but if you don't want this catch, throw me back. Or vice versa. If this is you, this is general fire. So it could be both sides I'm trying to get this message to. You could be holding on to somebody who, there's just been a lot of pain, maybe a lot of loss, and it's time to like let go, and it'll bring some peace to the situation and also help like bring in some like spiritual creativity that you need or somebody else may need at this time. I'm falling without a net. Throw me back if you don't want this catch. I'm just learning to swim into the deep end of you. And this could take time too. I'm feeling that patience. And this is about falling in love. It's a reminder to make sure you do not take this gift for granted. Also, your catch or your, I'm going to read part of this. People can get caught up in their day-to-day routine. So take a minute and think about the things that made you fall in love with your person. We all go through different cycles. And it's like honoring somebody else's downs and ups. And there could be a lot of even some pain or regret in some of those. But if you've been in a long-term relationship, especially, you'll understand that is part of growth and that is part of living and it is part of love. It is love, like going through that and still just watching, but accepting that it is what it is, and still bringing like passion and love to a situation. It could be bittersweet. There is a feeling here. People can get caught up in their day-to-day routine. It's essential to be aware of each other's wants and needs. Maybe the two of you have had hectic schedules and somehow gotten away from the romantic connection you had when you first met. Remember to touch, hold, and embrace every moment while swimming in this amazing sea of life. That's just a little side note. Like I said, the book hasn't really drawn me in. I do like the little sayings at the beginning, which was about this is what I am. Catch me. You know, I'm maybe somebody you know is in a dark spot or dark place, and I don't mean that in a bad way. Just learning, you know, and really going through it. And it's asking for you to be maybe the support or to the understanding of other person, and maybe to speak that, express that. Express that passion and shine on them, you know. There is a feeling here though, and there's some sadness. Maybe somebody that's close to you or a dynamic. It's just, there's a lot of regret here. And there's a need to express some kind of passion, love, and some kind of spiritual tenderness, maybe a spiritual understanding to another or something. And it's going to open up the door to reconciliation or to connection with this group or this dynamic or this person or this partner again. So let's go ahead and get a little more on this, you guys. Fire. Let's see. Hope and financial and material changes. This could be for the better too, you guys. I mean, it could go either way. It's just change, but it could leave you feeling like you don't have enough to do it. Like you don't have enough money, or you don't have enough time, or you don't have enough energy to put more effort or more passion into something than you've already put into it. But there's a lot of hope here for some kind of situation. And then we got humility. I was feeling that, being the humble, and there's the sun again. And understanding, like having humility, you know, knowing that, you know, holding yourself accountable for your losses, not somebody else. Holding yourself in a place where you understand we're all the same. There is like a feeling here of that, like understanding, because somebody here is feeling, or some is feeling remorse or regret, and maybe even feeling like not themselves. I am getting that. And let's get one more over here with the sacral chakra, and rejoice in celebration, which is really good energy, you guys. The voice. Yeah, there's something that needs spoken. There's something that you need to speak with confidence, passion, self-worth. Like this is very interesting. And it could have something to do with a relationship. Passion, creativity, self-worth. But this is all coming from voice. This is all coming from the throat chakra. This is all coming from something right here that's been, you may have, you know, like, because this is a very skeptical, almost focused, determined thing. You know you need to say it. You know you need to speak something. You also see something. You see something that needs spoke about. But you can do that with creativity and confidence. And there's something here. All right, let's get a major energy for this. And we got the mother, abundance, instinctive, material nature, and divine feminine. This is nurturing, maternal, excuse me. This could be about a child you need to talk to, or you need to express something to. Maybe there has been some loss, or you need to call somebody out on something, but you need to do it in like a creative and passionate and loving way, because somebody already feels like bad here, whether this is you, vice versa, and this is coming from somebody else. This feels like patience and love and understanding coming into play and needing to come into play, because there's a need to be humble here, have humility, you know, honesty, and there's an expression, but it's like a nurturing expression that is needed right now, a comfort that is needed in this situation, if this is your situation. All right, so let's go ahead and get, these are just the gift of virtue, clarity cards. So I'm going to get a couple words here. And we got control. And you take these how you will. It says, great captains are made in rough waters. You know, great leaders. It's like, I've been through this, so I see that in you, or I see what you're going through, and it's showing that extra understanding because of your experiences. Ability to regulate, reduction of severity, restraining influence. The ability to regulate, the reduction of severity, making something a little less hurtful, a little less mean, maybe a little less judgmental, a little less unloving, bringing some love and some nurturing to a situation. You do understand, because I feel like there is a humility. You need to remember, like, something you've been through, or something where you did the same thing, or something like that, or vice versa. Humility is needed, and reduction of severity, restraining influence, maybe withholding some influence you have in a situation, because or if you don't do, maybe you don't say something, but I feel like there is, the way you say it matters, and it can reduce the severity of somebody else's already sad moment, or guilty or shameful or hard lesson. That's what I'm feeling like. Somebody could have been. And then we got purity, bringing some purity. Shrouds have no pockets. I love that. Free from contamination, innocence, and originality, untainted by outer influence. So if this is about, you see something from an outside, and this is just another little, since this is general, I am getting this message too, and this could be something completely different, but I am getting the message that if you are watching something from the outside, and you're watching something happen, and that you just need to sit on it. Like, there is another energy here that's probably about a different situation. It's like kind of not your business, and to stay out of it, because somebody's already feeling you could make things worse, and you might think you could make things better, and you might, with the correct words, or a lot of times it's not about the words at that time, it's the actions that lead us through rough times. So free from contamination, innocence, and originality, untainted by outer influence. And also making the decisions yourself without, like, there is, like, purity to me when I see this. It means somebody is trying to do better. Somebody is trying to kind of release themselves from this feeling of, like, not being enough. I am feeling that. So to understand that, and be mindful of what you're saying. No matter what you're saying, be mindful of what you're saying. And then we got sense selectivity. And that is that discerning kind of energy I was feeling in the beginning. Carefully weighing pros and cons, choosing wisely between different options. There could be two options here. Enjoyment. Yeah, you could be feeling like you could get a lot of pleasure from saying something, or calling somebody out on something or something. And it's saying, be selective. There are no mistakes in life, only choices. Or somebody else could be feeling bad about something, a choice they made, and it's, maybe it's not a mistake. Maybe it's not a mistake, or vice versa. This is you, and but there's a feeling here of, like, do I need to say this? Or I have a choice here on what I say and how I express myself about this. You may be right about something. You may be, but you also may be trying to bring something together here, and this could go either way. To remember to cherish your loved ones. If it's truly something you want, to keep it. And sometimes you have to be mindful of what it is you, we were just talking about this, ironically. We were talking about, like, to catch different fish, use different bait. And it's kind of the same way with, like, art, poetry, to catch different feelings, or to catch different perspectives. You read different things, you look at different art, what you feed your mind matters. What you feed, what you use in a situation matters. It determines what you catch. That's just a side message to keep in mind. But yeah, so there is the three words: control, purity, and selectivity. Determining, and I was feeling that. Discerning is the best way I could put it. But yes, I was feeling that discerning energy. The mother. Let's see. Oh. Breathe. Breathe before you make any decisions, before you speak. Really maybe listen to this message, and if this is something that that resonates with you, that you can relate to, think about the messages, all of them. Think about the different perspectives, think about the different things you went through. Show humility. There's some kind of feeling of somebody feeling a loss, or feeling like they don't have enough or didn't, at a time when maybe there wasn't, and there's some regret behind maybe some choices, some actual choices, not mistakes, but choices that were made, and some forgiveness and some love and some nurturing that needs to happen, to bring some reconciliation if you're looking at reconciling. Let's look at this. Breath. And breathe. Oxygenation. Aerobicize, to purify and regrow new brain and body cells. Oxygen deprivation is the source of our ills. So swift, deep breathing while moving is your quickest and cleanest renewable way to heal and re-energize. Powerful respiration brings inspiration. Breathe outdoor air. Inhale negative ions. Exhale to rest and restore. Breathe to live. There could be like some kind of, definitely take your deep breaths. Definitely maybe you aren't getting enough fresh air, or somebody around you maybe has been depriving their body or their mind of oxygen. Maybe they've been hermiting up. Maybe they haven't been going for walks. Maybe they haven't been living a healthy life. If this is the case, I'm just going to say that this is another, could be another way of looking at this reading. Like somebody could have been, and now there's a purification trying to happen for somebody, whether this is you or somebody else. And it's very important to control what you say and be mindful about, and selective and humble. Show humility, whether this is you that maybe wasn't present, or something in a situation, or something because of, this could have to do with just about, you knew somebody was maybe addicted to something, or was doing something that wasn't healthy for them. I'm feeling this is somebody trying to cleanse, trying to come out of the dark, and needing that support, and every word's kind of matters right now is what I'm feeling. Fire energy. All right, so let's go ahead and get one of these. This is the Energy Archaeology deck. Capacity. Thoracic spine. And we are going to go ahead and read at least the elements of that, and capacity. Growing your capacity can feel raw. Yeah, like growing yourself, and maybe moving beyond what you're used to saying, or how you're used to seeing something. Maybe you automatically being extra discerning. It says it feels like opening old wounds to expose tender energy. This could be expressing some kind of shame, or some kind of guilt, or some kind of sad truth that needs expressed from you, or if this is somebody else you're dealing with. But I feel like, I do these readings for the person who's watching them, so you could need to express something, or be really understanding with somebody else as they express something, because there is some wounds here. To expose tender energy that isn't yet tested or sure of the world around it. This is also feeling like that purity energy, like somebody's just gone through this really vulnerable state, and now they're really fragile or tender about what you say, like bringing up their past, throwing their past in their face, or something like that. Don't do that. Especially when people are trying to change and trying to better themselves, be careful of what you're saying to people you love, and if you want to keep them in your life, treasure that. Let's see, it's a water element, receptive, emotive, and spacious. The shadow of it is shallow, unfilling, and closed. Be open-minded. Show your feelings, express your feelings in a genuine, loving way, not in a closed, narrow-minded, judgmental way. It's created through healing and integrating, releasing energy that has been bound up in the thoracic, I know I'm not saying that right, thoracic spine. Creates space for who you are and who you are growing into. This can feel raw, like opening old wounds to expose tender energy that isn't yet tested or sure of what the world is around it. But you can trust the softness that is revealed. It is boundaried without being inflexible. It is able to expand, but knows its limits. It has the ability to hold and also the ability to release. You grow your capacity by testing these edges and trusting that they are strong enough to hold all that you are and all that is flowing through the energetic channels of your body. Open all the places that were restricted and closed. Scour away the hardening and nurture soft, tender growth. Yes, nurture. That's this mother energy. There's something here you're being asked to nurture, whether it's yourself or a situation or a relationship. And I am feeling like that. Nurture it with kindness and, maybe not go back to the same old patterns or energy that you used to. You have the capacity to do things differently. And so does somebody else if this is regarding somebody else or something else in your situation. Capacity is nurtured as you nurture yourself and your wholeness. And you accept your own, it's humility, you accept your own humanity and that we're not perfect, and be humble. And yeah, I'm getting that. All right, fire signs. So I think that ties up this reading. It was just a quick little, not quick, but kind of, just to kind of energy check, kind of seeing where you guys are at here, or at least whoever this resonates with. It's what I'm getting for you. Be loving, be kind, be understanding, be humble, and realize that we all go through times when sometimes people can't pay us back. Sometimes people can't give us what we want, or it's not always going to come out the way we want it. But we shouldn't have an expectation like that. I love that. Shrouds have no pockets. Free from contamination, innocence, and originality, untainted by outer influence. So just really, really staying in control of our words, how we nurture things, people. Really feels like a collective message here. I've been thinking a lot about this. I've been watching a lot of I watch a lot of Holocaust stuff like that, and I'm just like, wow. And it's not just that, it's other things too. Criminal shows where there are people locked up that just weren't shown the love and the care, and people that are judged from addictions or their past. And I really feel for that. And there is a real danger and a real misunderstanding about trials and failures and things that we go through as humans that make us stronger. And there is real shame, and there is real guilt, and there's real love, and these are real feelings, and these have real consequences, whether those are good or negative, whether they impact better or worse. So we need to think about that. We need to be a lot more mindful about that, you guys. So that's your reading, fire signs. Or, if you have fire anywhere in your chart, any kind of fire energy, or if you're just curious about what's going on in that fire element, in that spiritual element of our human nature, like this is fire energy. It's spiritual energy. You have to have a higher understanding of more than just like the flesh, more than just of the fleshy mistakes and fleshy bad choices and the fleshy addictions and all the stuff of the earth and the flesh that we are trying to purify ourselves from and trying to free ourselves from, the shames, the guilts, the humanity. It's just, and I don't mean like the good parts, like we want to be connected, but there's a lot of negative thoughts and feelings about from different that think humans are awful and we don't deserve hope and we don't deserve forgiveness, and we don't. Yes, we do. That's my belief. So keep that in mind. Do a lot of discernment about how you use your voice too right now. If this fire energy reading resonated with you, I feel like that's an important message. And take that deep breath before you speak. Realize you're trying to cleanse some maybe negative or patterned things within yourself too, as somebody else may be also doing that. So, all right, guys, it was good doing a reading for you guys, and I hope you guys have a great day. And as always, thank you, and I will talk to you later.